I used to be someone that was terrified to try anything new because I was just scared I was going to fail at it. If something was not in my comfort zone or wasn't the same thing I'd been doing, I wasn't interested. Until one day, I was like, you know what? We need to change this. So I started doing little tiny things every single day that was new. Now, fast forward 2 or 3 years, and I'm now in public, not being afraid to be seen trying something I would have never done in the past. And of course, I want to teach y'all how to do that too. So by the end of this video, you're going to have 5 new techniques to get over your fear of failure. The first tip is if you are a perfectionist or you like overthinking things, I need you to start being okay with trying new things without being 100% of the way ready. I watched a new Top Gun movie years ago, and one of the main quotes in that movie was, "Don't think, just do." And that really stuck with me. So if there's something that I want to try that's new and it's within reason, I'll just do that. I'll be like, you know what? I'm not going to think too hard about this. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. The second tip is to rethink how you look at the word failure. How I look at it is I can't fail at something as long as I learn something from it. Like even if I give up on something, I'm still going to make sure I learn a lesson from that. And that gets into our third tip. Instead of giving up on things, I want you to learn this. I want you to pause, evaluate, pivot. So how that will look is you'll be in a situation, you'll be like, "Ooh, I'm about to give up. I'm mad. I'm really frustrated." I want you to pause, and then I want you to evaluate the situation. Try and figure out what exactly is challenging you and what do you have that's in your control that you can change. We all know there are situations where there are things out of our control, but are there things that are in your control that you can do something about? And then after that evaluation period, I want you to figure out, do I need to just give up on this or can I pivot? And the best thing about this technique is because you have that evaluation, then you're learning something from it. So therefore you're not failing even if you give up. You see, you catch on to what I'm doing? And before we get to the last 2 tips, if you guys are enjoying the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and do all the cute things. And for the 4th tip, I want you to ask yourself, if I were to fail at whatever activity it is you're doing, what is actually going to happen? Because a lot of the times we don't ever sit down and think about that. Like, for example, posting a video on social media and it does terribly. Nobody sees it. You feel embarrassed. You feel angry. You feel like you wasted all that time. Okay, what actually happened? Nobody saw the video. So what is there to be embarrassed about? Nobody saw it, right? Is there anything within your control that you can change next time? Is there anything that you can learn from the fact that that video failed? Because remember, if you learn something, you didn't fail it, baby. And the last tip is to remember, if you do try something new and you don't feel comfortable, it doesn't feel aligned, it doesn't feel like something you want to keep doing, it's okay to not continue doing that thing. You don't need to keep putting effort and time into something that you deep down do not feel comfortable doing. And I also want you to be proud of yourself for trying that thing because most people do not like trying new things. And the biggest thing to remember about your journey of overcoming your fear of failure is it's going to take a while. Like I said in my intro, it took me about 2 to 3 years to get to this point where I'm comfortable just trying things. So remember to give yourself grace and remember you are doing something that most people will never do. And that in of itself is something to be proud of yourself for.